The singing lesson. Theme: despair and sadness. Introduction. The Singing Lesson is a story by Katherine Mansfield. It tells about a surprising day in a music teacher's life. The teacher is Miss Meadows. Her mood changes a lot in this story. Miss Meadows feels sad. Miss Meadows is a music teacher. One day, she gets a letter from her fiancé, Basil. In the letter, Basil says he does not want to marry her. This makes Miss Meadows very sad. Her mood changes. That morning, the science mistress greets Miss Meadows, but she ignores her and looks at her with dislike. Mary Beasley, her favorite student, usually gives her a yellow flower. But that morning, Miss Meadows does not take it or talk to Mary. Miss Meadows in class. Miss Meadows starts her music class. She feels very sad and gloomy. She makes her students sing a sad song called A Lament. The song is full of sadness, and each note sounds like a sigh. The telegram from Basil. Suddenly, Miss Meadows is called by Miss Wyatt, the headmistress. Miss Wyatt gives her a telegram from Basil. In it, Basil says to forget his letter because he was in a mad mood. This means he will marry her. Miss Meadows feels very happy. Conclusion. Miss Meadows returns to class with joy and energy. She tells the students they will now sing a happy song. Her voice is cheerful and loud. This story shows how a person's feelings can change because of what happens in life. Moral: you cannot change the situation, but you can change how you see it. For slow learners. The Singing Lesson is a story by Katherine Mansfield. The main character is Miss Meadows, a music teacher. One day, she receives a letter from her fiancé, Basil. In the letter, Basil says he does not want to marry her. This news makes Miss Meadows feel very sad and hurt. That morning, the science mistress says hello to Miss Meadows. But Miss Meadows ignores her and feels angry inside. Mary Beasley, a student, gives Miss Meadows a yellow flower. Usually, Miss Meadows is happy to receive it. But today, she does not take the flower or talk to Mary. In music class, Miss Meadows tells the girls to sing a sad song. The song is called A Lament, and it sounds very sorrowful. Later, Miss Wyatt, the headmistress, calls Miss Meadows to her office. Miss Wyatt gives her a telegram from Basil. In the telegram, Basil says to forget the letter. He says he was in a bad mood and will marry her. Miss Meadows feels very happy again. She goes back to class with joy and energy. She tells the girls they will now sing a happy song. Her voice is cheerful, and she sings loudly. 10th English.